G'day guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to finish off the review of the Spitfire LF Mk IX in the BR5 setting, which is where I think it belongs. We just saw that it performed very well in the BR3 setting, and now it's time to step it up against some tougher opponents. I've got my first two games to review with you. The first had a lot of tanks, which is great because we got to test out the 250 pound bomb. The second game had a lot of aircraft, which was a lot of fun, and I almost got a double ace without being shot down. After that, I want to quickly show you a sneaky counter to a head-to-head which we've been using against jets, so make sure you stick around to check that out as well. So let's jump into this first game. I've just done a blind drop behind the point, and now I'm just chasing down this ME262. The high speed and the fast turn in the Spitfire definitely makes it a lot easier to chase these jets down. 20mm cannons come in handy as well. After that, there wasn't too many more aircraft, so I went around trying to bomb as many tanks as I could. I was just trying to annoy people into getting into an aircraft so I could test out flying the Spitfire against them. Spot my second tank. And I get a kill there as well. So 2 for 2 so far with the tanks. Tiger 2 and a Panther A. See a plane there, so we'll just quickly spin around and chase it down. Now I lost sight of it for a second. Once I spotted it, it was easy enough to get back onto it and take it out. No other planes, so we're back to hunting tanks again. Comes our third tank sitting on the ridge. Three from 3, not bad. I always find it easier to dive bomb into the hill when playing this map. It's a lot harder to dive bomb going downhill. Even when I'm on the defending team, I often fly out over the water and then turn around and come back and dive bomb back into the hill again. I just find it's easier to be accurate when you do it that way. To our fourth tank. There's a miss that time, but still got a few kills, which is good. I think there's an AA emplacement set up back there. Another aircraft, but this guy crashed, so didn't get to have a go at them. Still more spamming for tanks. This one's behind the pillbox. We're able to get a bomb in there, take him out. So 4 out of 5 so far, which is pretty good. Now we spot another jet. Just got to chase him down and try and get him before he turns around. A few hits, a little bit of lag. I play from Australia, so my games are usually a little bit laggy. Get a few more hits there. He starts his cartwheels. Perfect. I think I can see some traces there. Just turn, he's coming for us. We're going to do a bit of a jink here. Dodge those 30mm cannons. Just swing around and get onto his tail. Try and knock him down before he fully turns around. He starts his cartwheels as well. There goes the pilot. Off for a quick swim. So for whatever reason, my team just wasn't building rally points this game. It's always annoying when you're a pilot and you can see that no one's building rally points. But then you have to get out of your plane just to build a rally point to support your team. See some more AA. Trying to bomb on them. Now I get hit. I'm not sure if it's a glitch. I sort of get stuck. I can't get out of that turn, or maybe it's from taking damage from that gun. causes me to crash, so it's a good run. And there's a scorecard there, 15 minutes of flying, 7 planes down and 4 tanks destroyed as well, which is pretty good for its first game in BR5. So we're into our second game, and like I said, there wasn't as many tanks in this game, but there was a lot more aircraft, which is always a lot of fun. Here comes our first plane. Just dropped the bomb to improve our performance. Looks like a Fokker Wolf. A few hits there. A few more. There goes the tail. Down they go. You can hear that 30mm cannon going off. They end up falling for quite a while, so I ended up cutting the tape there just to save you guys a bit of time. So coming in, just spamming for tanks. Can't really see anything, so I'm just going to hold the bomb. Around. I can hear another aircraft, but I can't see where it is. Goes out, it's right in front of me. Jink there, drop the bomb. Go after them. It looks like another plane up there as well in the background. We'll deal with this one first. Good hits there. He's all chopped up. It's the D9, which I'm pretty sure is a premium aircraft. And here's the other aircraft that we saw just before as well. Got his tail off as well. 20mm cannon's doing the job. That's the ME410, one of my favourite attack aircraft. Blind drop over the point again. See someone coming in there. Dodge some shots. I usually can't do head-to-heads because of my lag. This plane makes it so easy just to jink out the way. There's a second aircraft up there.
The enemy's trying to capture our control point.
There's a D12 again. Just going to turn and hunt down this other aircraft. 4 so far. Some good hits, a couple of pieces coming off. Another Fokker Wolf. A8, so that's our 5th aircraft so far. Fokker Wolves are not the best aircraft to be flying against a Spitfire. I don't know why, but they got such poor performance. Historically, I think they were pretty good, better even than the P51. So I'm not too sure why Enlisted makes them so bad. Spot a tank. It's the first tank of the game. But under attack. Dive out the way. Do a reversal here. It's another Fokker Wolf. Our teammate comes along and takes him down. Would have been nice to get that kill. That would have been number 6. Not to worry though. So we just rearmed and now it's a race to get to that tank. And I thought my teammate missed. I dropped my bomb as well, but it turns out he got it with the rocket, so here comes another aircraft. Now those bullets look like they came from in front of me, but I actually think they came from behind me. It's just a weird glitch that happens sometimes. Does that ever happen to you guys? Let me know in the comments. Let's get onto the tail of this guy. D12 again. Same guy. I think I've played these guys before. They just bring a heap of pocketbook. I don't know why. I wouldn't advise doing that. If anything, maybe just bring one and then bring a more capable aircraft to complement it. But I'm very glad that they didn't build any AA guns to shoot me down, because that would have ruined my day. I see another plane there, but I think that's my ally. That's definitely an enemy plane there. And spotted us. Miss. Another attack plane. See a few bits flying off there. Down they go. ME410 again. Spot another tank. That's my teammate flying over there, so I think I'm going to get a chance to take this one out myself. Yep. Here we go. Should have been close. And 4. So what's that? 6? 5 from 6 so far. Which is pretty good for a 200-pound bomb. I know a lot of people thinking it's too small, but I think it's perfectly adequate. Another blind drop there, just trying to take out some infantry. I'm just flying back to the point. I spot that guy just disappearing behind me. Check if that was my wingman. Got no wingman. Just come out the other side. We'll just head over to investigate. There they are. Definitely not my wingman. Sneak up on him. Misses. There's a hit. He's starting to panic, goes straight up. They probably don't know where I am though. We'll just follow them up. Start to smoke. Let's quickly get through them. Looks like we're going to hang on to it. Fire. Just got a 4. Just a big D12 again. Still no tanks, although after the game we did spot the one up there. Another blind drop, and that's an enemy plane. I think we're up to 8, so this guy will be number 9. Looks like another plane coming in there. That's my ally. Let's Going over to steal my kill. Yep. Thanks, mate. There's one drop.
Stay down.
It's game over for us.
Our defenses have failed. We lost this battle.
So that's the scorecard there. 8 planes down and 1 tank, which probably could have been 10 planes if our wingman didn't intervene. But not to worry. Still a great game for its second game, but definitely a hard game for the opponents. Bringing those Fokker Wolves, they're not the easiest planes to fly, and they're not that great in dogfights, so it would be nice if the developers made them a bit better at dogfighting. So that's it, guys. I'll leave you with the counter to the head-to-head that I discussed earlier. There's a lot of jets in this game, so I got to try it out a few times. You will also note that I didn't drop the bomb during the manoeuvre, so the plane performs quite well, even if you're hanging on to that bomb. If you like what you saw, guys, please give me a thumbs up and drop me a comment, and consider subscribing if you like this type of content. I'll be bringing out a lot more piloting and dogfighting type videos, so be sure to stick around for those. Thanks again, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.